Hi guys, I'm Phill from Australia and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Today I'm going to give you my 3 tips on better, faster, cleaner double tonguing. And because I'm such a nice guy, if you stick around to the end, I'll give you a bonus tip as well. If your favourite pastime is watching trumpet videos on YouTube, consider subscribing. I release new content weekly. Because you're short on time, let's get straight into it. Tip number 1. Use the syllables to and ku. With the to articulation, we want to use the tip of the tongue coming down in a quick down motion. The ku articulation, you want to use the ridge of the tongue, come down with the ku. This will create, if this is the tip and this is the ridge, a rocking motion of the tongue, rocking backwards and forwards, up and down, to create the to, ku. This will increase your efficiency over a single tongue, which is just the to, double speed. So your efficiency will be doubly as good. That is why it's called double tonguing. So to with the tip, ku with the ridge. To with the tip, ku with the ridge. Tip number 2, practice wind patterns. Wind patterns are where we practice the airstream without the trumpet. We blow through an open aperture and we practice the articulation and the phrase that we're learning. Because we're working on the 3rd movement of the Hummel trumpet concerto, let's practice our wind pattern for that. Tip number 3, play the notes longer. By playing longer notes means you are keeping the airstream moving in a forward direction. The airstream is constantly moving for us to be tonguing fast, or tonguing at all. A lot of players have a tendency to play their notes short, especially when double tonguing. This takes away the consistent airstream and slows down our tonguing speed. So we can counteract this by playing longer notes and keeping the airstream moving in that forward momentum all the time. So quick little recap. Tip number 1, use the syllables to and ku. The to is the tip of the tongue coming from the top of the mouth down. The ku is then the ridge of the tongue coming down, which flicks the tip of the tongue up again for the to. So it increases your efficiency by rocking that tongue back and forward. Tip number 2 is practice the wind patterns, blowing the airstream through our open aperture without the trumpet and playing through the phrase. Tip number 3 is play the notes longer, which helps us transfer the wind patterns onto the trumpet. Before I give the final bonus, if you want help with your trumpet practice, feel free to check out my free guide, Play Like a Pro, on the side. It's a 30-minute practice structure which I guarantee will help you improve your playing in just 30 minutes per day. So check that out. I will leave a link in the description. My final bonus tip for you for practicing double tonguing today. Practice your double tonguing very slow and very fast. By practicing very slowly, we're aiming for the correct technique. We want it to be long, we want it to be firm, we want the to and the ku to be evenly weighted. Then we want to practice it as fast as we can so we can increase the speed. One way that I like to practice this is by playing crotchets or quarter notes and then 30-second notes or demi-semiquavers. This way I go from slow, where I'm slow and even with my articulation, into as fast as I can to push the speed. And I rotate between crotchets or quarter notes and the semiquavers, demi-semiquavers, or 30-second notes. I'll give you a demonstration. Practice this for a week and then come back and leave a comment on how it's improved your double tonguing at home. I've shown you how I use these skills while practicing the 3rd movement of the Hummel concerto, but this works for any piece of music that has double tonguing. Give it a go with the piece that you're working on at home. for a week and then come back and let me know how your double tonguing has improved. Love to hear from you guys. Remember to check out my free guide, Play Like a Pro, on the side. The link is in the description. If you're loving more trumpet videos, remember to subscribe. As always, I'm Phill from Australia, and happy practicing.